Whether you just started playing Legends EA or you've already played quite a bit, these 5 Pokemon are going to be amazing, especially in the early game. Best part? You can catch all of them within the first hour of the game. Hell, even the first wild zone if you want, put in a little extra effort. Starting off at number 5, I place Bunnelby. Not only is this a super early ground type, trust me, you're not gonna get access to ground types within the first 5 hours of the game other than Diggersby, and it's also one of the only couple Pokemon that actually gets access to Rock Smash. Plus, you get an alpha version of this, like, within the first 2 hours. And that's like one of the most powerful Pokemon you're gonna get, and it's also going to be good for maybe the entirety of your play. Not only that, it also gets access to plenty of coverage moves like Thunder Punch and Fire Punch, and that made me really enjoy using it as a rock breaker, as it obviously gets access to Rock Smash, and also its ground moves break rocks, as well as Fire Punch and Thunder Punch are really good to break a bunch of Mega Shards. Next up at number 4 is Fletchling. Now this is a pretty situational one. If you didn't pick the Fire Starter, or if you did a Nuzlocke and your Fire Starter died within the first 5 minutes of the game somehow, then this is going to be a great counter to particularly grass and bug types, and more particularly that Alpha Bellsprout to evolve into an Alpha Mega Victreebel, which obviously you want because the After Grandma meme. Yeah, sure thing. Okay, coming in at number 3 is Mareep. This Pokemon is gonna be without question one of the best electric types you're gonna find in the first area. However, if you wait just a little bit, you may see a different electric. Now at number 2 is your very own starter, which, do I even need to explain this? You get access to it within the first 5 seconds of the game, and you'll obviously be using it for the entirety of your playthrough, and it's obviously gonna be nice to have that Fire, Water, Grass core, which you get access to Froakie and all of the other Kalos starters, as well as all of the other Kanto starters within the game, so go for a Fire, Water, Grass core, I guess. Finally, we have the one, the only, son of Arceus, aka Pikachu. Now, this may be a bit of a shocker, given the fact that Pikachu does not have the greatest stats, but the fact that you can catch a Pichu in Wild Zone 1, or a Pikachu in Wild Zone 3, is absolutely amazing. But then, you can also evolve that Pikachu into a Raichu with a Thunderstone you get via the Stone Emporium for like $3,000, I think. And that is cheap, trust me, that is pretty cheap for a stone. And that evolution is gonna be goated. You have like a 500 base stat total Pokemon right out of the gate, extremely powerful. Also, it gets access to a Mega Evolution. But there is one take back. You have to sell your kidney in order to get the Mega Evolution. Oh, seriously, $30 for the DLC, that is just a post-game? What is Pokemon thinking?